was a lie, you mushroom heads. How the hell are ya? It is time to talk about the Quats. A new Warframe pistol. First things first though. The word Quats is closely related to a German word, Quatsch, which means nonsense. And that is exactly what I am going to call this funny gun from now on. Deal with it. The Quatsch is however by no means a silly weapon. It is a mastery rank 9 weapon obtainable at the market. You will need argon crystals to build it and some other shit which I have farming guides on in case you need them. Now I will go out on a limb here and assume all of you can read just fine, so I will not bother you with all the stats of this gun. All you really need to know is that this thing has 2 fire modes. Full automatic Uzi mode when not aiming. And single shot while aiming. The single shot will discharge 4 bullets at once, which makes this thing function more like a shotgun in terms of mechanics. Both fire modes have identical damage with one key difference. The bust mode has higher criticals and a low but still decent status chance. The full auto mode is the opposite, featuring negligible crits but really good status. What this means is that single shot will consistently dish out way more damage than Uzi mode. Whereas Uzi mode can effectively proc a lot of shit in quick succession. For example, armor stripping. To make this short, I'd highly recommend focusing on single shot mode if you want to kill enemy goons quickly. You see, full auto mode has a problem. Since this gun's main damage type is impact, and the high status chance will proc status effects often, you will find that procking stagger on a fully automatic rapid fire weapon is not exactly fun. You will definitely waste a lot of ammo when enemies are staggered and thus become harder to hit consistently. I am not saying you should not use full auto at all, I am only saying that it is a fun and funny alternative at best. Speaking of fun, allow me to stick it to you straight. Versus Grineer, this gun is somehow amazing regardless of fire mode. It will take only a handful of headshots to kill level 165 heavy gunners and about half a mag in full auto mode if your aiming is worth anything at all. Unlike mine. Anyway, here is my Grineer Scum Killer build. You do not need to go this crazy with crits if you do not have the mods to pull this off. But generally, a crit build with a pinch of status is all you need to make this gun good and fun. When it comes to Peasant Corpus however, I do not know what to tell you. I am dissatisfied with every build I try. None of them are bad and all work about the same. Viral / or gas or whatever. It hardly matters. But here is the build I settled on. You can try whatever build you want versus Corpus and see which one you prefer. Personally, I would probably not bet my life on this gun versus super high level Corpus douchebags. One more sexy mechanic that makes this gun even more unique is the fact that if you reload after expending a filled magazine, the reload will cause an electrical discharge that stuns enemies in an 8-meter radius. This shocking stun will also proc enemies with electricity. Which brings me to a special build idea that I haven't seen anyone talk about yet. Batting plebs, let me tell ya. Kappa. Anyway, if the reload procs electrical status, and the full auto mode procs a lot of shit very rapidly, which means you could stack many procs on top of each other, then I wonder if this mechanic can somehow be used to your advantage? Think about it. You have 30 seconds. Okay, time's up. I'm impatient. The answer is condition motherfucking overload. In case you're unfamiliar with how condition overload works, let me briefly explain. Condition overload will grant you extra damage for every status proc on an enemy. So the more effects on a foe, the more damage you will do. In my example here I will use the Nin Condi, which currently deals blast and corrosive damage. So all I need to do is to make sure that my Quatsch pistol deals other statuses, namely radiation, viral. So the idea here is not to deal a lot of damage with the pistol but rather just load the enemy up with a lot of status and then whip their ass with the melee. As you can see, this is quite effective. But at the end of the day, how you build and use this weapon is totally up to you, so by all means do whatever the hell you want. Now I think it is time for my almighty Cephalon verdict. I, Cephalon Gizo, deem this Warframe item.
That's pretty neat.
Now like and subscribe to this stupid channel and fuck off.